Hurt my throat. Boys.
It started as a chihuahua, became a dachshund really quick.
Whew. Just chilling my inner DMX. Still hurts. It hurts. All right, boys. Yeah. We are back.
Just take solace in the fact that DMX is like 4'3". So just
I know it helps.
It's like,
it helps.
Yo, he's like 5'6", maybe
in heels.
But me too. In heels. Right. Walk a mile in my shoes, why don't you?
Yeah. All right, boys. We're back up in this thing again with another episode of the Wine Boys podcast, episode 130. Boys.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yes.
Introduce the social.
Sure. Yeah. Well, here we're at Wine Boys Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Find us on electronic mail, wineboyspod@gmail.com. Thank you for your wine suggestions, beat submissions. All the boys who are beat makers and slap makers, hitters,
slap casters,
trappers. Hit us up, wineboyspod@gmail.com. I'm at the Zach Edward on Instagram and Twitter. I have no dates to update you with because the Czar Cuomo will not let me out of my house.
Yeah.
He'll let me out of my house, but only for takeout. Because he also made the mild suggestion the other day to sit outside when it's, I just checked the outside temperature, 22 degrees.
Sick.
And he goes, because he's strong and Italian, he's just like, what's a little cold air between friends? You guys hug? Just kidding, can't do that. Like, he had to pivot on every word.
Of course.
Just like, why don't you guys come together, 4 of you at a table, maybe give each other a hug, just kidding, wear your mask, don't wear your mask, wear your mask.
Yeah. Sell the shirts.
We should make masks.
We should.
At some point.
I think we can.
We probably will at some point.
But sell the shirts. What's the link? Buy our shirts.
It's teespring.com/stores/the Wine Boys.
Yep.
We have stuff and things.
Links in the bio, on the Instagram, the Facebook.
Fucking just crush that link, man. Just buy those shirts. Buy the shirts.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, you can find me at Lord Gerald on the Instagrams and the Twitters, sitting in a tree, drinking lemonade,
singing my favorite a cappella tunes.
That's right. Hey, hey, boys. Oh, boys.
Shooty boo, hoo, boo, boy, boys.
Hi, I'm Gerald.
And I'm Zach.
And we are the Wine Boys. I like the way you do that right there. Switch your hips when you're walking. Let down your hair. Boys. Wow. Welcome. Welcome.
What are you doing? Nothing? Chilling at the Holiday Inn? Who are you with?
Ooh. Chingy. Why your eyes so chingy?
Ooh. Did he have a sex tape? No.
Chingy have a sex tape? I don't know.
I kind of want to find it.
Want to just spread that rumor anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chingy had a
sex tape with
Ching-a-ling, a king with much ding-a-ling.
Let's see. Who would Chingy have slept with in the early 2000s?
In 2003?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck.
It's before Paris Hilton even.
Just want to say one of the girls from Crime Mob?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. What's her?
Somebody from one of the first Real World Road Rules challenges.
Yeah. Vanessa from Real World Road Rules the Challenge. Back in 2003. They met at the MTV Music Video Awards. Boys, let's talk about why we're making shit up here about early 2000s popular recording artists.
Just distinct possibility that the Video Music Awards were Chingy's latest and greatest and only thing that ever happened in his life.
Yes.
Wow, Chingy's really cleaning up at the 2003 VMAs. His 6th win for Right There.
How many Moon Mans can Right There take away?
Is it a Moon Man? No, yeah, it is the Moon Man.
It is the Moon Man, yeah.
I miss award shows in their purest form because of the internet. We have everything at our fingertips. Basically, our award show is just going on YouTube and being like, oh yeah, that video.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I was cleaning my house over the weekend, so I was listening to a lot of like 90s alternative and like early 2000s like modern rock. So, and all the music videos were very cool. Like, I watched the music video for, do you remember that song Space Lord?
What was the video?
It's the one where they're in Vegas and he's wearing like a sequin jacket and they're just like rocking around Vegas. And
I don't know if I remember this.
There's basically a pyrotechnic explosion going on in the background. The song, the end of the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Okay.
That's the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw a video for it.
It's a dope video.
Okay. I'll have to watch it.
Highly recommend.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. It's basically big budget, like 90s.
Back when they're still putting money into like music videos.
Well, yeah, because that was the way to they were still had, video jockeys. TRL was still a thing. Pauly Shore was still running amok on MTV.
Yeah. I think now only Drake gets money for music videos.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, like Drake's like the last one that gets money for music videos. And even then it's like, we're going to film it at your house and here's some money for fireworks.
I still don't really understand the dynamic of music videos today. Like, mind you, there's videos on YouTube that are getting 100 million hits.
Oh yeah,
So
like if you're
there's definitely some type of royalty that's got to get paid for that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not so much the video; it's the view,
the number of views. Yeah. But yeah, if you're a huge pop star, they'll give you some money to shoot it. Like if you're The Weeknd or any of those big like Latin American stars, like if you're like J Balvin, like they'll give you money for it. But
J Balvin can hit.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff slaps, man.
Yeah. All right, boys, let's get into the wine.
Yeah. It's different.
Before we get too silly. Tonight we're drinking a wine. It's called Naken. That's Naken. By Biocult Österreich. You look it up?
I am.
Okay. And it's made with organic grapes from Austria. So...
Ooh, little sleepy boy.
Little sleepy boy. Whew, it's been a day. Okay. What? Shit.
Sorry, I was getting a hum.
You damn right. Okay.
Sorry, boys, if you were catching a hum there. It's that gosh damn subwoofer.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Naked Skin. Now this is a skin fermented wine. It's vintage 2019. Naked is unique, creative Austrian family project. Wow, I can't even read. It's a unique, creative Austrian family project following historic traditions. The wine grapes are processed similar to red wine, fermented on the skins for several days. The result is a higher concentration of tannins. This wine is unfiltered and may contain natural sediments. So tasting notes are delicate orange rosé color, good tannic and creamy body style, bright citrus flavor combined with juicy grape goodness. Enjoy with fish, noodles, rice, poultry, and meat dishes. Serve at 55 degrees.
Sounds like a goddamn menu.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? What is this wine good for the Cheesecake Factory menu? It's
Pretty
just like
much, yeah.
rice, noodles, chicken, beef, pork. It's just like,
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So you mean I can eat it? I can have it with food? Like
Thank you.
Like
Thank
all
you.
food?
Let's see. Serve at 55 degrees. So I kept it at room temperature.
Yep. Did you put it in the fridge at all?
No, I didn't. Not at all. It should be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. And then it's a product of Austria. Grape varieties, 90% Pinot Gris, 10% Muscateller.
Yes. It's Gelbert Muscatel.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Musketeer.
I can't say the city where this wine is made.
Okay.
It is difficult.
Okay.
It looks like
Does it have like 38 letters?
English got mad.
Okay.
Like it's Nidero Styric. I think it's Nidero Styric. Can you? Nine?
Yeah, that's right.
Nidera Styric. Okay.
All right.
Any Austrian boys out there? How do you say your town's name?
Yeah.
I'll spell it. Niedero has one of those little funny apostrophe things.
The two daddy
dots.
boys.
Yep. Yeah. Sterreich. Nidero Styric.
Somewhere a Germanic boy is giggling at us.
He's just like, look at these. Whoa, you guys, you drink
Fucking idiots,
I sit here, I drink my Zima, you guys drink your wine like a bunch of pussies. Pussy boys.
So tonight, this is actually on with a bottle cap. It's not a twisty boy. I actually have to pop it. So I'm gonna bust this hoe open.
So this is our first natural wine?
I believe so.
It is.
Yeah. Hold on. Fuck. Let me pop it open.
Yeah, get in there real quick.
Mike.
Woo. That was lame.
Shit.
That was lame. Thought it was gonna explode.
Yeah. Interesting cap though. It's got the thingy in it to keep
Yeah.
it fresh. All right. So. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Take a smell.
That is very orangey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very orangey. Let me pour this hoe up. You want to get a recording?
Oh yes, I do. I do want to get a recording because I'm expecting this to be orange in color. So hold up. Wait a minute.
So
Let me
it's an
put some
unfiltered
pigment in.
wine. There might be some sediments in the bottle. So I'm expecting somewhat of a cloudy color.
Yeah.
Almost like your urine after a bender. Yeah. Okay.
That is. It's pink.
Yeah.
It's
I like
pink.
it's an
It's-
orange to a rosé color.
Yeah, that's spot on. It's got a effervescence to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very, very fragrant, but
Yeah.
in a good way. In a good way.
You ever had that pink lemonade when you were a kid, like the country time?
Yes.
That's what this looks like.
Somewhat, yeah. Little opaque. It's not
Yeah.
quite see-through.
Yeah. The sign of a good wine is if you can see through it.
Well, the thing is with these natural wines, though, is because they're unfiltered, they're sometimes kind of opaque.
Yes, that is a good way to describe. So, this has a salmon color to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little darker.
Oh, it is pungent. Stings the nostrils.
Yeah, it definitely has an aroma.
Yeah.
I like it so far, though. I like the smell.
I was gonna say I'm kind of excited about this. It's got a champagne-y quality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely carbonated.
I think it needs to be cold.
Maybe. I mean, it said 55.
Yeah.
You want me to throw on some ice?
Maybe. I don't know. I wonder.
I think this is okay as is.
It's not terrible, actually. It's very. It is very very fruity, very floral.
Yeah. But it's not it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. They consider it dry.
Yeah, it is dry because you see usually because I'm getting like that kind of that tannic, nice bright tannins on the back. You kind of get that. You know how you get that kind of that stringent jaw feeling when you have a very like a Riesling will give you. It's like
Yeah.
very that it kind of fades away at the back end of your palate, which is really nice.
And it fades away. It's got a smooth, almost a buttery finish.
This is really good, actually.
This is very good. Yeah.
Natural wine. You're turning me on.
I'm making daddy horny.
Just imagine He-Man being horny. You're making me horny. Curse you, He-Man. Taste characteristics. You're going to get bold notes of orange, citrus, and grapefruit. Red fruits, raspberry, strawberry, apple, and melon. And a little bit of peach, it says as well. Which I guess, a little bit. Like you said before, 90% Pinot Gris and 10% Gilbert Muscateller. Very well rated wine.
Yeah.
Average price of this wine is between $13.99 and $17.99. What did you pay?
Rip-off report, $19.99.
Oh,
Rip-off report.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rip-off report. Yeah.
However,
It's good.
Good.
Again, you take your chances on a natural bottle of wine, not really knowing what it's going to taste like, and obviously there's a little bit of a price to it. Most natural wine has a little bit. I would say the most natural wines start at about $14.99.
yeah, there's a bit of a premium.
Yeah.
You're not. It is going to cost a little bit more. Now, we've never had anything like this on the show before.
I really like this.
But this is good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
And I think, I really think it's going to change. It's going to change the game for me.
Natural wines. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been a big Fuck That's Delicious fan for a very long time. Shout out Bam Bam Baklava. And I was always enamored with Action Bronson trying natural wine everywhere he went. Mm-hmm. And I said, I gotta. That's the reason why I want to go to Europe. Fuck sites. I want to try like good natural wine.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I want the gritty.
I want I want to fucking eat it. I want this to be like just off the vine.
Yes.
And they'd be like, do you guys taste that? I'm like, oh my God, there's actual skin in this.
Yeah.
It's like the pulp of an orange juice.
Just like is that a grape pit? Mm-hmm. Just,
we don't even bother de-seeding it. It's like, oh, okay. That's aggressive, but all right.
We use our toes to de-seed it.
Yes. This is my wife, Helga. She stomps out all the grapes.
Oh, man. So
she's a size 9, bigger for most women's feet.
But for what this is
I like it.
I like it.
I
really
like
this a lot.
I really do. I'd like another glass.
How many corks would you give this?
I would say like at least 3 corks out of 4. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's a solid.
It's
a 3 corker.
Okay.
It's also a t-shirt you can scoop at teespring.com/stores/the Wine Boys.
I believe that's a hoodie.
It is a hoodie.
Friend.
3 corks out of 4 hoodies out there. They are in like 14 different colors, so come scoop one.
Get one.
They got burgundy red, which is one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah. So, any hoodles. How about some dating advice?
Wow.
Yeah.
So I
mean, we're both taken men, but
yeah.
Haven't been out in the game in a while, but I like to know what kind of advice is out there, So
I found this guy on the Instagrams, and
he's going almost viral now.
Is viral.
No,
those videos got over 1 million views, and he had some sound dating advice. I mean, one of his videos, I can play it.
Yeah.
Should I play it?
I think you should.
I think I'll play it.
Yeah. So give a little backstory about our friend here.
Okay, so this guy is Kevin Samuels. Now, he is an image consultant and a dating coach as well.
What the fuck is an image consultant?
So,
like, I want to look good?
Yeah, so pretty much an image consultant is a guy that you pay to make you look good.
Okay.
So he's gonna, if you're a person with like a big public image, like maybe one of his clients would be, for example, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Okay.
He's going to tell Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm just picking a rich guy. He's going to tell Mark Zuckerberg, hey, this is how you should dress. This is how you should talk to people when you're in public and you're addressing large groups of people.
Okay, so like
this is how
the whole person's image. It's not just fashion. It's
you. Yeah. It's how you dress.
It's being approachable. It's understanding the conversation that you're going to have with the people that you're with.
Exactly, it's your entire image.
Yeah.
It's
goes to a big social event in New York. It's at. Let's say
big fancy hotel.
It's at the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
You go in, and it's just money.
Exactly.
Just like you walk in, it's just like, it smells like dirty money in here.
Right.
And you just walk through, and it's just like, how do I talk to these people? Because most of them are drunk already, let's be honest.
Right.
How do I keep the conversation going with drunk people, but keep it elegant?
Right.
Right. Say a lot of terms like, I was out on my yacht.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, that 17th at the Trump National Golf Course is a doozy. Shit like that. Okay.
But what he does, though, is he's an image consultant, which obviously, if you're hiring an image consultant, you got money. And he's also a dating coach. But one thing he does a lot is he speaks a lot to what he calls, and this is a big like red pill term, he speaks a lot to what he calls high value men.
Okay.
So, which is interesting if you look into like...
So basically he creates the value proposition of a human being.
Exactly.
Which kind of sounds like trafficking.
Somewhat, yeah. So if you get into like red pill, like specifically like red pillars on like YouTube, a lot of these guys are the guys that are.
Can't. I try.
It is
I try for simple research. And it's just the fucking Chad that comes out. And it's just like, dude, you got to talk about your productivity. And it's just so kill yourself.
So all of these guys, and I've gone over this before, all of these guys are always talking about how you have to maximize yourself, work out, keep a clear head. Because if your body is strong, it makes your mind strong. You got to look your best, dress your best, feel your best. And when it comes to dating, boys, you'll have your pick of the litter once you become high value and you're making over 6 figures.
Now let's talk about the relationship with my father.
Yes, and I feel like there's like a lot of that. Non-existent.
Mom's not in the picture.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them died. There's something there.
There's something, definitely.
Yeah.
But also all of these guys value themselves.
He's lacking vulnerability because he is so vulnerable.
Yes. But also a lot of these guys value themselves based on what their exterior looks like and how much money they make. Mm-hmm. It's very surface.
It's an act. I mean, the guy's acting. He goes, all right, so I got to put out this minute and a half video, and I got to look exciting, and I got to look approachable, and I got to look like a kind of guy that just shits money.
Yeah, but even that. But
and then as soon as I just imagine this guy is he is the epitome of what bipolarism is.
Yes,
where he's just like on, and he's just excited, and then as soon as the red lights off, he's just like. I'm gonna go drink myself.
Right, because also I know guys that are making a lot of money, good looking, they seem successful by every metric, but they are fucking miserable. Mm-hmm. Like, and you know that there's nothing going on beyond
because you know the person
exactly, and you know that beyond career and the outward appearance, there's nothing going on beyond that. Mm-hmm. It's just I work my ass off, I go home, and that's it.
Yeah. There's such thing as family values. Like there's
and some of these guys are miserable. Now, don't get me wrong. There's also guys out there that are crushing it in their careers, crushing it in their personal lives. Some of the happiest people you'll ever meet. But I don't know. Personally, I feel like these guys put too much value on how much money they're making and how the outward world perceives them. And because of that, they're just not that happy. So...
yeah, the
motherfucker.
Pause it.
And now we're back.
Beauties of recording in a basement is that you get basement things.
Yeah, so the hot water heater turns on and it derails the conversation. Oh, there goes our ad revenue. So anyway, boys.
Unless you're a hot water heating company or just a water company in general, just hit us up, wineboyspod@gmail.com, and we will shill your shit. # shill your shit.
Shill your shit. Who makes a good hot water heater? Let's see.
No.
Hold on.
Don't you say a fucking word.
Hold on.
I swear to
okay.
G. Ooh.
All right. Company that rhymes with team.
Okay.
Do you have cold water in your house?
Yeah.
Team has a premium line of hot water heaters, ready to heat your space with warm water.
Does your wife like to take bubble baths at night? But is entirely pissed off at the fact that you have lukewarm to, dare I say, cooler cold water? The team. Team will make sure that your cold Arctic water turns into hot glacial pasture.
Anyway, back to the podcast.
Sorry.
So we were talking about Kevin
Guys
Samuels,
are hot.
high value men. Now, but this guy's also a dating coach, and he gives brutally honest dating advice to his to people that come on his live stream.
His
and
clients?
I'll play a clip here. Now, this is not the one he went viral for. This is a different video, but it's still, you get the gist. But
you have a big dick.
Hold on, I gotta set that up. I fucked it up.
No. You got a big dick? Huh? You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean...
You don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old.
Ooh.
And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Woo.
I love that
Damn.
guy.
I mean,
I kind of wish he was my illegitimate black father.
but also, he ain't wrong.
But I gotta tell you, that's like the kind of that's the 70s dad father advice. And it's just like, son, let me tell you something about our family. We come from a long lineage of large dicked men and
Big dicked men.
Big dicked men, and I gotta tell you, the first time a woman asks you that simple question, "You got a big dick?" I suggest you put that shit in her lap. Like I don't. Now, misogynistic, yes.
Absolutely.
Aggressive, also yes.
100%.
My goddamn hero, check mark. Love that guy.
That is who you want to be when you're 50.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, is
You
that,
got a
like,
big dick?
I'm already at 30. I'm already starting to get a case of the fuckets. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't really give a shit about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I care about like simple things. You know, my family's well-being, my home, like, you know, the shit you're supposed to care about.
I definitely got to say that now.
But,
In fact, you know what?
But I'm no longer in my I need to please this woman with my big dick phase.
No. Even I got to say though that when I decided to start this podcast,
We
decide. You're right. You're right. You're
so
right.
You're taking that mentality.
It's ownership. It's
Big dick in the room here.
It's an ownership mentality. When we decided to start this podcast, I noticed I began running out of fucks.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to get on the internet. I'm going to say fucking cock and shit and pussy and
Yeah, because we're real people.
make a March Madness style porn bracket. And
I forgot about the porn bracket.
yeah, that was like episode 3.
That was like one of our first episodes.
Yes,
We made
yeah.
a 64 team porn bracket, and we had some discrepancies.
Oh, we did. We
Yeah.
did.
There was a lot of talented
Yeah.
women that were way too low on that board.
Absolutely.
But check it out in the archives. Just search The Wine Boys on your podcast provider.
Yeah.
I think that the energy that this guy comes at you with
It's incredible.
Is just like I said, it reminds me of like that. Just he kind of reminds me of like a down south football coach.
Yeah.
Who's just kind of like, listen, you gotta let that other man. You got 2 yards, and you gotta make sure that he does not take those 2 yards. Are you hungry? He's gonna steal your food. He's gonna walk in to your house. He's gonna fuck your wife. He's gonna take food out of your fridge, and you know what he's gonna do? He's also gonna get those 2 goddamn yards. Stop him from getting those 2 goddamn yards.
I have uncles like this man, and he gives me strong black uncle vibes, and it is literally like when you have that one uncle,
Cool uncle.
yeah, black uncles. Are
They all cool?
most of them.
I don't have any black uncles. So
Okay, most of my black uncles cool as a fan. But anyway, giving you those vibes of you're like in your late teens, early 20s, you ain't doing shit with your life, and he's gonna give you that come to Jesus moment of you're broke, your dick's little, and you're fat. So if you want to get any bitches in life, you're gonna have to do something, because this ain't it. Like,
he essentially through Zoom,
he's
is
talking to me about 10 years ago.
I know. I didn't want to say it. I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, 5'10", little chubby, making less than $1,000 a week, 20 years old. Oh shit, he's talking about Gerald, 20.
He's talking about Gerald like 10 years ago.
He's talking about Gerald. He's working at like KFC or Radio Shack or wherever the fuck he was working at the time.
Yeah. Not 20. I was making more than
$1,000 a month.
I was making more than $1,000.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
you're in college and you're trying to pay your way through, but you're a little overweight and whatever. So what?
Yeah, and I also didn't weigh 300 pounds.
I don't think you ever weighed 300 pounds.
I've never weighed. I've gotten close.
I say for like football. Did you ever tip the scale once to like
No.
301?
No.
All right.
But yeah, gotten close, but no.
Yeah.
Never weighed 300 pounds.
Supple 299.
I got up to 291 once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
For your stature, you must have been an interior lineman.
I was.
Yeah,
I was.
Based
yeah.
on your stature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Center,
sense.
guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
You had the perfect physique for it.
oh, thank you. But yes, no, but yeah, 5'10", 300 pounds.
300 pounds. You ain't even got a big dick.
Ain't even got a big dick.
I'm just...
I mean, it's slightly above average.
For real, anybody that ever uses the term "it's slightly above average," he does not have a big dick.
He does not have a big dick.
He has never had somebody look him in the eyes and go, "That's a big dick."
Nah.
You ever had that? Anybody ever said that to you? Like,
I've had a friend look me in the eyes and say, "Nice."
yeah.
But never like, "Damn." Like I've never gotten that.
What the fuck is that thing?
Which nice tells me you got a solid piece. Like you're not doing porn.
I've been
but it's
see
enough.
that's exactly how I feel. I've never had somebody been like, this is crushing my ovaries, but I've also had girls been like, based on your size, this is a lot to work with based on what I was expecting. And I was like, wow, thank you.
Thank you.
It's like based on my size. What the fuck does that mean?
I feel like because of the stereotypes that are out there for black men, I've disappointed plenty of women.
And for the
You know what?
for the stereotypes that are out there for skinny, slightly short white men, I think I've also like bridged the gap.
You know something I've realized though? Skinny, average looking white dudes clean up on like dating sites.
Because we're approachable and not
Clean up.
clean up.
But you're not even more approachable than
We're
anybody
approachable,
else. You're
not
just
rapey, you know?
You're just status quo. I don't think I'm rapey. I think I'm. Yeah, you're just you're par for the course.
You are literally every census average they've ever pulled.
Yes.
You're just like in the middle.
Yeah.
Average size, average dick, average
Yeah.
skin, average everything. The only thing I got is big balls. I got really big balls.
All right, but yeah, you're just par for the course. A nice.
What's
nice,
the pendulum thing where like the balls knock back and forth that like keeps the time?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
Those are my testicles.
Yeah, but as a man, you're
I got some hangers.
straight down the middle, 215 yards off the tee. Like,
If I was to describe you in sports statistics and attributes, you would be 3-star recruit, 5'10", pocket passer, good from the three, not a good inside game, phenomenal free throw shooter.
you're the Boston Celtics in the 1980s.
You're the Larry Bird of men.
This is missionary with the lights off basketball. Nothing exciting.
You're the Bob Cousy of men.
This is we're playing man defense.
We're playing black and white television defense.
Yes,
That's what we're playing.
This is man D. This is we're gonna shoot some threes here. No razzle, no dazzle.
3-point
Fast break, layup.
You're the
pick and roll.
You're the epitome of man that hasn't even discovered the 3-point arc yet.
Oh man,
That's the kind of man you are.
yeah. Fast break, you're pulling up for a jumper.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got my man over here who's looking at you dead in the eyes, being like, "Are you Russell Westbrook?" Or
The Euro step doesn't exist yet.
the Euro
You're like,
Are you Russell Westbrook? Big dick energy, running into the room, literally going from 0 to 50 like that. By the time Russell Westbrook grabs a rebound, he's at midcourt. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Where did he go? Why is there smoke? Is that from his feet? Is that from his feet?
Meanwhile, you're like, dribble the ball up court. You look. There's nobody to your left, nobody to your right.
Yeah.
You slow it down intentionally.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, well, we got
Let
time.
the offense get their bearings.
Yeah, we got only 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. You better make a decision. So like he's
Yeah.
speaking to what would be the Russell Westbrook equivalent of a man. Meanwhile, you're sitting there like, I don't know, like the Brian Scalabrine of men. And you're just kind of sitting there being like, I mean, it's above average. I guess.
It's slightly above average.
It's
penis.
not Ron Jeremy. It's just like, you know you got a big dick.
Yeah, he's like, you 5'10", 300 pounds, you big fat dude.
So
He's like, you make less than $1,000 a month.
He's taking
broke.
he's taking the military point of view where it's just like we got to break him down and we got to build him back up.
But he's right.
And it's just like you fat, you got a small dick, you got no money, figure it out.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. when you were his age with no money.
I mean, 20, yeah. I mean, fuck.
Now, also, here's one thing we had going for us at that age. We were in college. So
you get that college, like, confidence?
Well, it's...
Which I think comes with, like...
But also when you're in college, though, you're surrounded by a group of your peers and everybody's in a similar circumstance.
Yes.
So...
We're all kind of, like... We're looking for acceptance. We're all kind of awkward.
Yeah.
We sometimes overcompensate our confidence.
Absolutely. You got to fake it till you make it.
Yeah. How many times? Oh, I faked it a lot.
Oh, I faked it hard.
Like, there was some shit. They're just like, you do coke? I was like, sure. Any way to fit in, guys.
Yeah. And what's funny is now you think back on it, like, that was your first time doing coke, and there were 3 guys in the circle. There was probably one other guy there that it was probably his first time too.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Like, you weren't the only one, but didn't want to admit that you've never done it before.
I've seen some deer in the headlights looks from, like, 19-year-old kids who were just like, I've only seen this in movies. And it's just like, this is real life now, brother. Like,
yeah.
You either hitting the ground running or you dying. So...
Yeah.
I suggest you suggest you make 2 decisions. You either running for the hills or you grabbing that AK and we're going for a ride tonight.
Right. But when you're in college, it's everybody is trying to make themselves seem like they were the absolute shit.
Yeah.
Back in their hometown.
In that age from 18 to 22 has this desire to be wanted and needed.
Yeah.
And especially those that come from, like, slightly broken homes have, like, the over desire. So there's a lot of that, a lot of jockeying.
Yes.
And you can smell it.
Oh, yeah, you see it.
It smells like a lot of I smell desperation. I smell overuse of drugs. I smell impending dropout. Like, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? We beat it.
We did.
We did it.
We did.
We got on a program and we stuck to it.
We did.
But, you know, were there drugs? Was there temptation? Of course. Did I do both of them? Of course I did.
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Do I do it now? No.
But I imagine myself at 20 years old, if I wasn't in college, if I was unemployed at the time. And
What's more of this wine?
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want some more?
I'll have a little more.
What was it say?
Yeah, but I imagine myself if I was at that age, not really doing much with my life, feeling like a loser, don't have a big dick. You know, the good Lord's blessed me with a slightly above average penis. So anyway.
It's a solid 5 to 7 inches worth of dick.
Yeah. But how would I feel, though, if, like, a man like this is just talking down on me so hard?
I'd be laughing. Like,
I don't know if I would feel so little.
20-year-old me,
yeah,
lacking inner confidence. Well, not so much lacking inner confidence. I actually had more confidence at 20 than I think I do at 30.
Really?
But I think it's masked because I think at 20 I had the blinders on. It's just like I'm in college, like I'm essentially impenetrable to pain or like whatever you're gonna throw at me. I actually was more emotional 10 years ago, which makes sense. I mean, you're 20, you're still like developing your like your inner psyche and like everything would affect you. Like a girl, you know, talking to somebody else or like anything like that. Where like today, just like, don't bother me, son.
Don't care. So, but one thing I find really interesting though is listening to this guy's videos, and I've watched a bit of his content, like quite a bit of this man's content. There's this one video that I was going to pull up, but it's 7 minutes long, and I'm not going to play the whole thing.
No, not for you boys.
He's talking to this woman, and he basically tells her, like, you know, I got to read the quote. Well, basically, it's this woman. She's 35 years old. She owns a pet grooming business. She's making 6 figures, living in North Carolina. She has a 13-year-old son. Baby daddy's a deadbeat. And she basically says she wants a man who's making 6 figures. And he asks her, well, how do you think you look? Like, what do you grade yourself? On a scale of 1 to 10. Can't use 7. And she says, well,
can't
use 7.
Because that's the law of averages. Everybody's just like 7.
Yeah. Everybody's going to grade themselves slightly above average. Yeah. Can't use 7. So and she says, well, I think I'm a 5 when I'm not done up, but when I get my makeup and hair and everything on, then I'm a 6. And he said, okay.
It only went up 1 point?
Yeah. And he says, okay, so you're average. And that's when he says, you look average at best, you're going to die alone. And his reasoning for saying that was basically like, you know, average women, average looking women tend to get average men. And if you can't accept that, you're going to die alone. Damn. That's rough.
I know, but like the more I kind of dove into it, because like when I first was looking at this, I was like, this has got to be a bit. Like this guy cannot be this eccentric.
No,
and
he's like this.
No, but that's the thing is that I looked a little further into it. I go, oh no, my dude is actually like this.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, that's him.
And like it gets to the point where you just like comb through his Instagram comments and it's just like, this is misogyny and this is this. I just want him to like clap back at like one of those like, she's not like one of those like Me Too people, but she's just one of those like stand up for women and I'm beautiful and no matter my size and so on and so forth. Body positive. And, and he'll just look at her and just be like, I wouldn't hit it. Like just just like, something like that.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah. You know what I just ate? Like just something like that. Yeah. It's just like shit. Like the savagery coming out of this guy's mouth makes me so excited.
Yes.
It because obviously there's things in this world that I really enjoy. I love violence and I love talking shit.
Yes.
And he does it in both ways where he like is talking a lot of shit, but it's visceral.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, hey, look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? Make it better.
Right.
Like,
but even then,
make it look better.
I can't say he's 100% wrong because I put myself in his shoes, right? And I say, okay, this is a 35-year-old woman. She's a 13-year-old son. Dad ain't really shit. He's not really around much. And let's say, and she's making good money, but let's say I'm 40, right? And I'm what he considers a high value man. So let's say I'm making like $250,000 a year or whatever, single, out here doing my thing. Am I gonna date this woman?
No.
Not at all.
You're not going to.
No. Just not interested. Wouldn't even look twice at her. As soon as I found out she had a kid. In fact, in general, she's an okay looking woman. She wasn't. I'm trying not to sound like too much of an asshole, like judging women based on their looks.
As a man with a wife and a child.
Yeah. But okay. Here's what some of you virgins need to understand that are listening. Okay. Your friends that are married with kids are some of the most polite savages you will ever meet.
They're doing. Listen, this is not how they are. As soon as that door closes. We're the kind of people that have honest conversations with the women in our life because like it's like the old adage. It's like, you know, I'm gonna eat steak with you or without you.
Yeah, right.
That's basically how it's gonna go.
Right.
You want some of the steak, or you want to eat chicken like a peasant?
I'll eat it alone.
I'll eat it alone. It's gonna taste good too.
It's gonna taste just as good. So anyway.
But I get your perspective because I have a very similar perspective where I can close the door where you're just like, you know, throwing up a facade and I'm smiling. And then as soon as that door closes, you're just like, yo, Janice sucks. Can we be real about, listen, here's the deal with Janice. All right. Yeah. She has Louis Vuitton bag energy, but like Costco quality. Just throw it out there.
But if I'm looking at this woman who 35 years old, 13-year-old son, first of all, off the Rippington, this kid's not going to like me. And this is even if I entertain the idea of dating this woman. Her kid's not going to like me already. He's just not. Because I'm not.
Yeah, because he's old enough where.
I'm not his dad.
Yeah.
And he's already got some anger toward the world with all the shit that his parents are going through.
Oh, yeah, he's about to be he's turning into an angsty teenager.
Yeah, he is an angsty teen. 12 and 14 are like peak angsty teen years.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Yeah.
I was saying like 14. Maybe I'm thinking like peak adolescence. So yeah. He's getting there.
Yeah. But yeah, like the kid's not, but even then I wouldn't even entertain it. I'm like, I don't want that baggage. But even then, like, you ain't even that cute. I'm good. It's just, I mean, honestly, like but also.
This first date's going well.
But also, right? Like, okay, as a dude who now is married, right? Has a kid. If for some reason things didn't go well, I couldn't even see myself thinking about marrying somebody else.
Well, you're in the latter phases, so.
What do you mean by the latter phases?
Like the latter phases of your well, I wouldn't say the latter phases of your marriage, but you're in that phase of marriage right now where I mean, I can't really speak from my perspective because I'm not a married man, but I think you're in that perspective where just like.
I mean, you're close enough. You guys have been living together for how long?
Yeah, like 4 years.
Yeah.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're essentially married without being titled.
Right.
Like, I know what the fuck is up.
Yeah, like we've been living together for 5 years. We've been married for 3. It's
well, like I said, you're kind of in the latter phase of knowing the person, like all together. Like you pretty much know every nook and cranny of your wife's life at this point.
Yeah, but I can't even say that. I feel like I feel like knowing somebody is never a thing that ends because as people get older, like they change.
And they tend to say other things like, hey, remember that time I was, out getting food with the boys? I went to a strip club. Like,
yeah. But yeah, but
like, why, Larry? Why would you tell me that? Because we're 60 and old now.
But even then with marriage, like you're getting with somebody and yes, like who you are at 22 is not who you're going to be at 30. And that's not who you're going to be at 40.
What
so like
it's totally different person.
Yeah.
Like if we're just looking at it from the perspective of me at 22, you at 22.
Yeah.
Now, 8 years later.
Yeah.
I mean, just like from that perspective, I think that we've grown up, but I also think that like dating coaches that speak like that, definitely more funny than serious. Mm-hmm.
100%.
That's not like. Again, I thought it was a bit. When you said it to me, I was like, "This is fucking."
No, but he was
fake.
serious to this woman.
And then when I looked at his Instagram and it combed through some of his other socials, I'm like, "No, this dude is like 100% legit." And he is fucking on people, and it is so fucking. It is.
But he knows it's funny though.
I know, and that's the whole allure of it. Is that he knows it's like, dude, I'm getting a lot of hits right now, and it's because I am lashing these people.
I feel like wit-wise, like just in terms of like just your sense of humor, your wit, how easy it is for you to just kind of like snap on people without coming across as angry, but just got you.
Yeah.
I feel like you peak probably in like your 50s or your 60s.
Well, yeah, because I think because you have more life. So you kind of you look at your surroundings and you're just like, there's some imperfections out there, so let me see if I can correct them with my spoken word.
Right, like you can see the bullshit from miles away.
Oh my God.
You hear a couple brief little facts about a person, and you're like, okay, this is you.
I got a perfect example.
Nutshell. Yeah.
My grandfather, God rest his soul, Korean War vet.
Okay.
War veterans, especially like in the 50s, 60s, are the first generation in my life that I saw that would literally just in the middle of a conversation get bored and just leave. like this sucks. I'm leaving.
I'm done here.
We're at
Irish goodbye.
Yeah, we are at a children's birthday party. Okay, I am 13. I think this is my first recognition of it. Okay. So it's one of my brothers. I think it's a cousin. It's a cousin. Yep. So it's a cousin's birthday. We are at their backyard, and they're having everything, the pageantry, the clowns. They got a bounce house, like it's all that shit.
Yeah.
And my grandfather's there, and him and I have had a pretty good relationship. Like he was always give me the old attaboys and noogies, and he was the first person that told me that he killed a man, which was kind of nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked him, I was like, hey, because I was 13 and I was learning about stuff in social studies. So I was like, what? I was like, Grandpa, what war were you in? He was like, I was in Korea. And I was like, what was that like? He goes, well, he's like, I'll just tell you now, son, I had to kill a man. And I'm like, probably shouldn't lead with that. Probably should start with like, we didn't want to be there, or, I was just following orders.
Nope.
Nope. Just listen, I had to kill a man.
I had to kill a man.
I'm just like, awesome.
Thanks.
So please tell me all of those stories. He shared a few stories.
Okay.
A few colorful terms for the Koreans.
Okay.
It involved
Start with a G?
It started with a G. Yep. It also started with a Z.
Okay.
Ended with head. Said that one a lot. Like the zipper on a jean.
Yep.
Really uncomfortable conversation sometimes. Now that I understand what that means, because at 13 I was like, I have jeans that have zippers. So those are fun conversations to be shared with.
I've heard the slur, never understood what it meant.
Then you did some research and you're like, oh.
No, I still to this day
don't know?
I don't know what it means.
Oh, take a peek, see.
Let me take a googly.
It'll ruin your life.
Okay.
Well, I don't think it'll ruin your life, but you'll get it.
Okay.
You're like, that makes
Let's
sense.
see.
So, any hoodles. So we're at this birthday party, and my parents are having a yep, makes sense, right? Do you want to share?
Okay.
We might as well. I mean, we've opened up the proverbial jean pocket. So.
Okay. So the phrase is zipper head. Oh, hold on.
I call it Z head.
Okay. And used during Vietnam, Charlie was coined zipper heads because the way a head looked after it had been hit with a high-powered automatic weapon. Rough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny when I zip up. Wait, hold on. We're just gonna do the zip. All right. America.
Yeah, and here's another. Used by soldiers during Korea and Vietnam Wars. Multiple theories exist as to specific origin. One is that Asian person who was shot in the middle of the forehead with a machine gun. The head would split as if being unzipped. Another, that the appearance of tire tracks on a body having run over a military jeep. Or that tank tracks resemble a zipper. Well, okay.
Yeah. So, yes.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's my grandfather telling me at 13 what that's about. So that's fun. Yeah. So the images of
Yeah. Rough.
Get some.
So your grandpa killed, he said a man.
Oh man.
We'll say 15.
I think we're being light.
And that was the age of
the
oldest one.
Probably.
He killed.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
they were young.
He was lighting villages on fire.
Probably.
So he's having a conversation.
Agent Orange is flammable.
This opium den must go. So there was a conversation, and I distinctly remember this. I'm sitting there, and I'm playing.
Do you think you have a half Vietnamese uncle?
Probably, yeah.
From like some Vietnamese hooker.
Was her name Sue? Did she make a mean ba me?
Oh, he didn't care.
Is this too buku for you? There was a conversation, and he just showed his like ultimate old man strength. Now, mind you, this is a man that apparently ripped a man's head clean in two to the point where it looked like a zipper. So
ripped a man's spinal cord out through his asshole.
Essentially,
Yeah.
This man had very little emotions. So my mom and my father, and actually no, it's just my mom, my uncle was there, and another person from the neighborhood. So it was the mom of the kid's birthday we were at. She walks over and she starts like asking a lot of questions. And like by the third question, he's just like, I'm out. Like, I think so. Like she said something about like, did you get some cake or something along those lines? And like that was his cue to like leave the conversation. He goes, "Get some fucking cake."
It's like, oh, cake.
Yeah.
I've killed people. I don't need to sit here and listen to this.
Best part though is that he like when he heard, he brought me a piece of cake.
Oh, he did.
And
Okay.
he laid it on my lap. He goes, I was like, "That's a Grandpa. I already had a piece of cake." And he goes, "Two's never gonna hurt." I'm like, okay. So I'm eating it. And he's like, "Do you know the people here?" Like I'm like, "No." I was like, it's my brother. It's like one of his friends. He's like, "Huh, okay." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "No reason." 5 minutes later, gone.
So he pulled the old Irish goodbye.
Fine. Not even. I think I was like just finishing that cake. I went to turn around. I was like, "Hey, Grandpa," gone. Just fucking.
By the way, that's another one that recently I had to look up.
The Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye. I had no idea what it meant, where it came from. So, for the uninitiated boys, an Irish goodbye is when you just leave some sort of social event without saying anything to
Unannounced.
anybody. You
just
leave.
Gone.
Ghosting. Okay, and I guess where it comes from is the potato famine.
Yeah.
A lot of Irish people when they immigrated to the U.S. from Ireland, I guess they just left, didn't say shit to anybody.
Yeah.
They just got on that, boat and were just shit
like,
sucks here. Just left.
They're like, guys, I don't know if you know this, but our food supply pretty low right now. We should probably get the fuck out of here and say nothing.
Yeah, just left.
Yeah.
What's worse though, the Irish goodbye or the I'm going to get a pack of cigarettes?
I've had both. So, except it wasn't a pack of cigarettes. It was the Sunday paper.
Okay.
Going to get a Sunday paper. I'll see you next June.
I might show up for your birthday.
Might. That's a strong might. It was the carton of ice cream that really did it for me.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go get a carton of ice cream. We already have click. Doors already slammed.
Oh, God.
We have so much ice cream in the house already, though. I mean, you could joke about it now.
Okay. Well, were they arguing or did he just stand up and just leave?
There's a lot of standing up and just leaving.
Did he pack a bag or did he just walk out the door?
No, he's just gone. This reminds me. This is stupid because this reminds me of another. So my grandfather, being a military veteran, old dudes that were in wars love talking about it.
Yeah,
but you can't just like flat out ask him. You kind of have to egg him into it. And
you got to let him tell it.
Yeah, he died before I was like. I wish he was alive when I was like in college.
Okay.
Because I would have like a wealth of questions. I would invite him up to parties and I'd be like, dude, just come here and just tell stories.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to do is to go to a local like VFW, like one of those veteran forts and like just talk to a guy that's seen some shit. Like it's only on a couple of occasions have I like, there was one time I went to one and the guy was like just sitting by himself. And he was on the corner of the bar, and you could tell he'd been there for a while. And I thought to myself, like, this guy's definitely seen some shit. Like, he's alone at a VFW in the corner.
Yeah.
You can see, like, the empty Jack Daniels glasses in front of him. And I was just like, he's going to tell me some stories tonight. So I was with a friend of mine. I sat next to him. I bought him around. I was like, let me get you a drink. And he's like, I appreciate that, son. And I was just like, I appreciate your service. And he's just like,
so as soon as he
deep breath, as soon as he did that deep breath, I was the next thing came out of his mouth was like, so you guys veterans? And I'm like, nope. I said, I don't know if you've taken a look at me, but I am not set for war. I was like, I have the body of basically a small child bobblehead.
Okay.
So
I would have had a smart ass remark like Salvation Army.
Yeah. No, that guy. See, if I said that, I feel like he would have pulled a pistol on me.
Okay.
So I was treading lightly. So I talked to this guy, and he went on for like a solid hour about the Gulf War, which isn't even like that bad of a war. But it was
bad enough.
It was bad enough.
It was bad enough. It was just short, but it was war. It was short,
but it was bad.
It was war.
And I was like, damn. And when he got done, I was like, shit, I didn't know the Gulf War was even that long.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. See a lot of good men die out there. I'm like, huh.
Yeah. No, it was war.
It was. They were all war.
It wasn't long, but it was war.
Yeah. Here's a good transition story. So I had an RA, which is a resident assistant for the college boys out there, which essentially is just the guy that runs the hall of the college dorm.
Yep.
He was in the ROTC program and already done one tour in Iraq. This guy, so I could tell he was going to be super cool and very accepting of us drinking in our rooms.
Of course.
Military man, already seen some stuff.
Yeah, you're men.
You're men. You're cool.
Yeah.
Quite the opposite. Very strict, very militant.
Okay.
Very like, if I hear a bottle on the side of anything, I'm coming in there and I'm raiding your stuff. And I'm like, oh my God.
Fuck.
I was like, this is a great way to be, as a college freshman, this is a great way to be initiated to the college life. So
Right.
we had a party in our room one night as 18-year-old, boys would do. We drank a lot of Barton's vodka and,
Of course. Feeling cool.
yeah, Barton's vodka and Keystone Lights, very cool things, neat stuff.
Yeah.
And
cool boy drinks.
A lot of cool boy stuff is going on. He comes in the room and gets immediately upset. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm like, obviously drinking, but I didn't. He's just like, I should write all you guys up. He goes, but I'm going to be cool about it. And I was like, oh, thank God. What I didn't realize is that he had the hots for one of the girls that lived on our floor. Mind you, bit of an age difference, about 5 years.
Okay.
Guys already done a tour in Iraq. So,
yeah.
So a little bit of there's some stuff going on.
Okay, so he's 24.
Yeah.
25.
Yep.
She's
18.
18.
So
Okay. Well, maybe he's 23.
sure, whatever makes you sleep at night.
Well, whatever he is, but in your mind, though, he's a man.
He's a man. So I was just like, fuck. So I was like, let's put everything away. He's just like, hey, he's like, everything is cool. But as soon as she started leaving, he's like, hey, come here. So I don't know, so on and so forth. My life goes on. Everything is normal. 3 months later, I find out she's pregnant. And I was like, oh, wow. I said, we're getting a new RA. So
Time to be a man, son.
time to be a man, son. So I find out that she's pregnant. I hear crying down on the other side of the hallway.
Woof.
My roommate. Now, did I ever tell you about my roommate in college? He's a black Jamaican kid from Brooklyn.
Yes.
He
Ocean Blue. Yes.
Ocean Blue.
Yes.
The Ocean Blue. I forgot about.
Yes.
Baby, you guys, Ocean Blue. He had this thing that every white girl was named Becky
Yes.
because he didn't hang out with a lot of white girls where he lived.
Yeah.
So every white girl was Becky. And we had hard floors on our dorm, basically concrete. Mm-hmm. So everything echoed.
Yeah.
So he hears this girl crying after she finds out she's pregnant. And he goes, hey, Becky, is it a boy or girl? And I'm like, oh,
Oh, man.
her roommate, who is terrifying. Side note, I know her now, and she's married to one of my friends, and they have a couple of kids together. But she comes sprinting down at us, and I'm like, I am the only line of defense, and I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of there. And she goes, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, don't hit him. I was like, first of all, it's a hate crime. Don't hit him. She's like, she goes, she is in emotional distress right now. I go, yeah, she's fucking pregnant. She's 18 years old. I said, I haven't watched a lot of TV, but I realized that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you guys need to just shut your mouths and go in your rooms. And I'm like, that is a great idea. I was like, I'm going to take him. She goes, wait a minute. I'm like, what? She's like, we were in your room that night when he came in and grabbed her. I'm going to go, you're not blaming me for this. She's like, no. Maybe you can help us out. Come here. And I'm like, okay. We'll go walk down the hall. And she's, kind of sitting there. I'm like, everything okay? She goes, obviously no. She goes, do you know what he does? And I'm like, no, I guess I'm confused by that question. She's like, we didn't realize that he was in the military until yesterday. I'm like, you didn't fucking realize that? When the first thing that he said was, I am in ROTC, we're like, we didn't know what that meant.
So they didn't realize that ROTC was military.
It was a military college program.
Yeah.
They literally had no idea. They thought he was just throwing out silly acronyms to sound cool.
A cool major.
Yeah. They were like, he's an engineer or something. Nothing.
They did not know.
And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah. He was, as soon as I told him, he was pretty upset. I was like, I don't think it's because of you. I was like, I think Charlie's in the bunker right now.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming it was a consensual
I don't fucking know.
relationship.
Sure, why not?
Did she keep the kid?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Are they together? No.
Good for them. So, He's paying child support.
I literally have no idea.
Jesus, so that means that baby's got to be school age though by now.
Yeah, let's see. So she had him at like 19.
Yeah,
that was in
she's gotta be
2009.
Yeah, the kid's got to be like 11 by now.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
We're old, baby. You follow her on the gram?
I don't even know if I follow her on Facebook.
Jesus,
it's
I need updates.
I might need to take a little bit of a dive.
I'm assuming I'm assuming that she was a piece too.
She was a good looking girl.
All right, yeah, I'm assuming. I mean, for a military boy, be like, I want her.
Man.
Like
you're the one.
Yeah, me, man, you bitch, come. Like I'm assuming she was a piece.
Me, Tarzan, you Jane. He was he was aggressive. The funny thing is though, is that like our new RA was like the nicest guy ever. Mm-hmm. His name was Franklin. Like there's no
Hey, it's Franklin.
Every single time he tried to bust us for anything, he'd walk in, he goes, "Smells funny in here." And I go, "Hey, it's Franklin." And I was high as shit. And he knew it. He's just like, he would ask me, he goes, "You high?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "All right." He goes, "Do me a favor." And like, he showed me how to make and he was not like a pot smoking kind of guy. He was just like he was a school teacher. He was going to school to be a school teacher. Like he was a very like nice, clean cut guy. He taught me how to make a boof. You know what a boof is? Where you take the empty paper towel holder. Yeah. You take you take a dryer sheet, you rubber band it, and if you're smoking, you blow it out the window so it smells like dryer sheets.
Yeah, yeah. And it's Franklin.
He taught me that. The guy. He's a math teacher now.
So your ROTC man wasn't your RA anymore after that.
No.
He had to drop out and get a job.
Got a baby to take care of.
Got a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And he replaced him with a very cool, kind of shy, much better RA. Wow. Who taught me how to make a boof.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. I was like, dude, this guy, we can literally murder somebody. And he would be like, "I'll help you bury the body."
Yeah. He's like, fucking again? Yeah. All right, here's what we're going to do.
This is the third one this week.
All right, here's what we're going to do.
Stop the murdering. Can you guys just stop murdering for 5 minutes?
Oh, man.
Can we take a 30-second pause? I have to pee.
Yeah, go ahead. Second pause of the night. All right, we're back with Mr. Baby Bladder over here.
I had to pee. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was good. It was clear, too, so I was very hydrated.
Oh, it wasn't cloudy?
No.
Okay.
Not today.
Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
Yeah, just to say, you, sir, have gonorrhea. Again. Never once. I don't think I've ever contracted. I'd say I don't think I ever have because I don't think I ever have contracted a venereal disease.
A sexually transmitted disease.
I did have a girl try to lie to me once.
Okay.
And I did get one of those. Did you ever get a pee swab before?
Oh yeah.
The worst.
Sucks.
Whew. And then I found out she lied. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
As my daddy once told me, you're not a real man until you've had crabs.
No, is it?
So there's...
Yeah, I guess that's not what my dad told me because he wasn't in the picture. So
okay.
And if he was, he probably would have told me to get him.
My dad was cut from that Kevin Samuels cloth, so I got some hard lessons,
son.
Some straight.
You
talk.
ever had an itch down below?
Like, no, Dad. Just yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, speaking of strong black father figures, let's talk about Baker Mayfield. The man, before our eyes, is turning into the best black quarterback in the NFL again.
You know, we called it like 2 years ago.
We did. I said to myself, as soon as they drafted him, I was like, he's got a lot of swag. Then I saw him dance at practice. Then I saw that photo shoot with the tiger in front of the Rolls Royce, and I'm like, my dude is a black quarterback right now, and Cam Newton better watch his coattails.
Heard about him getting his dick sucked in a white Range Rover
at Cheesecake Factory parking lot in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
The man is changing the game as we speak. So this is what happened. Chronological order.
What happened?
Cam Newton fell out of allure, and now he's becoming what I can only consider to be a schoolboy version of a black quarterback.
Okay.
We have Lamar Jackson, who's been checked this year, who is now, I would just describe as just the average run-of-the-mill, get me by a black quarterback. And now we have Baker Mayfield coming off of a 300-yard, 4-touchdown performance against Tennessee, home of the Blues. Home of the Blues. Tennessee Titans.
Home of Derrick Henry.
Who got stuffed like Oreos over the weekend.
A man among boys.
But
Yes.
he was a boy on Sunday against the Cleveland Brown defense, who's been surprisingly. The Cleveland Browns are 9-3 right now.
Yeah, they're actually
with Baker
good.
Mayfield. I know.
Which
I wanted to write Baker Mayfield off last year. It's like I saw his failures, and I'm like, you know what? Not my black quarterback. He's not mine.
He's not mine.
He's just another Oklahoma gunslinging, just white quarterback, just regular. He wears Wranglers. He's just a regular quarterback.
Just a regular. One of the 32.
Yeah, just another guy.
On par with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, just a guy.
Just a guy. Just fills a jersey.
Doesn't have red hair, so he's mildly acceptable.
Just an unremarkable 6-foot-tall white guy.
Yeah.
Playing quarterback.
With an average-sized penis. He does not.
Yeah.
But based on what I saw this weekend, in the words of Kevin Samuels, he's got a big dick.
He's got a big dick.
I saw him, after throwing his 4th touchdown pass, sprint 50 yards. Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, the end zone celebrations are miraculous, are beautiful in the NFL.
Beautiful.
They're choreographed.
Yes.
The week before, they know what they're going to do.
Yes.
He tosses a dime to Rashard Higgins for the Cleveland Browns, catches
course.
it, bam. Higgins set to do a model runway pose down the back end line of the end zone. And as he's doing it, Baker Mayfield, full sprint, 50 yards downfield, baseball slides, bam, hits him with the picture.
No. Baseball slides, comes up to the knee, spins,
and takes the fictitious photograph.
Yes.
And looks fucking like
flawless execution.
Looks damn right sexy doing it.
Yes.
The man, the drip coming off of him when he spun was like,
by the way,
oh,
the
shit.
spin was so quick.
The spin was so quick.
I had to slow it down and watch it.
The only spin that I saw quicker was Lamar Jackson against the Cincinnati Bengals last year.
Yes.
To which popped in my head, Baker's black again.
So
when Baker turns into a black quarterback, watch out.
Okay, so
Cleveland Browns might be unstoppable.
your thesis is, in order to pull off a spin that quickly,
there has to be some sort of not white gene.
Yes. You need
coursing through that man's veins.
You need to be lacking in Caucastic blood.
Yeah, in order to do that. There is some sauce.
There's some sauce.
There's some sauce going on inside of Baker Mayfield's DNA.
There's a little bit of sauce there.
I don't know what it is.
Big old pot of sauce.
I don't think it's directly I don't think it's African. But there's something. There's something not white.
There's some
dancing
sort of
around in there. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it ain't white.
I don't know what it is, but that ain't white.
It's something.
It's something.
Sauce. That's what it is.
Because just the way I saw him dance and the way I saw him hit the Millie Rock, and then I was like, damn, this is not a white guy. Shit.
He's feeling good.
He's just saucy right now.
Feeling himself. Where's he from?
I believe he's from Texas.
Okay.
Now, another famous Texas quarterback who's also my second favorite black quarterback, which is Johnny Manziel. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding.
He's from Austin.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel, I wanted to anoint him as being the sauciest of all the white quarterbacks, and he's just fallen out of allure in my world.
Okay.
And the thing about Baker Mayfield too is people protect him. Come after Baker Mayfield on Twitter and find out what happens. You're gonna get checked by a lot of unknown people.
I'm looking at his wife's gram right now.
Yeah, she's not a bad looking lady.
She's cool. So anyway,
what is she? Athletic, blonde?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like I said, black quarterback. He's
RG3.
RG3. What's? I if he didn't have plexiglass knees, he'd still be playing.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is he got the start last week. Fucking got hurt again.
Oh, of course. The man can't take a step.
The man's got stained glass for knees.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, let me guess, you tore your ACL again?
Yeah. It's like, RG, can you just be an accountant, like a regular person?
Please, just like, which knee is it this time, Robert?
Left again. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, he's torn both ACLs multiple times.
Yep.
So,
including one before he went to the pros.
I thought it was twice before.
Oh, you're right.
When he was at Baylor,
did it in high school, and they did it at Baylor once too.
Yes, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's why he went to Baylor.
Yeah, but the man has two rubber bands.
Yeah, RG3 had probably Texas football talent with Baylor aspirations because of those knees.
Just Texas talent.
Texas talent, Baylor knees.
Yeah, just not the good not good Texas knees though.
That is a T-shirt.
Yeah,
Texas talent, Baylor knees.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, so let's get back to the black quarterback. So Baker has been balling the last couple weeks. He's looked borderline competent.
Yeah,
and
he's looked good.
And the Browns are going to right now they have from what I'm saying, basically a 97% chance to make the playoffs, which is crazy.
When's the last time the Cleveland Browns made the playoffs?
2002, I want to say. Do some research.
Let's look at this.
I think it's 2002.
Okay. And
if I'm not mistaken, if we're talking, since I am a sports savant here, 2002, the quarterback was Kelly Holcomb. Let's check my facts on this one.
I'm looking. Okay. Since resuming operations in 99, the Browns have struggled to find success. They have had only 3 winning seasons.
Jesus Christ.
02, 07, and 2020.
Okay, so 07 or
one
02.
One playoff appearance in 02.
Okay, so I am right.
And no playoff wins.
Who was the quarterback?
In 2002?
I think it was Kelly Holcomb.
You might be right. Hold on.
Shit. He's still got it.
See, 2002 Cleveland Browns QB was... You're off, man.
Wait. Revision. Tim Couch was the starter. Mm-hmm. Kelly Holcomb backed up and played in the playoff game.
Okay. Yes, it was Kelly. It was Kelly Holcomb. But yeah, you are right though. Tim Couch was the starter.
Gang. Yo, Tim Couch was a fucking assassin in college.
Yes, he's incredible.
At the University of Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
You gonna get the Tim Couch jersey?
I did have one. No, I didn't. Yo, Tim Couch was, I believe he was picked before Peyton Manning, and let me tell you, that just basically is Cleveland sports in a nutshell. Hey, maybe Tim Couch, or I don't know, maybe the greatest quarterback to ever play. I don't know. Let's pick the opposite of that.
Fun fact. Lil Bow Wow's debut album, he is wearing a Tim Couch jersey. Look it up.
I already know the album cover. I'm visioning it.
You can see it. You see it right now. Yeah.
Wow.
He is wearing a Tim Couch jersey.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tim Couch.
Yeah.
Was drip back in the day. Can you believe that?
Yeah. But isn't there something though to like?
There's something about wearing like a misfit quarterback jersey.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm gonna do. One day I'm just gonna show up in like a fucking like
Andrew Luck jersey.
No. Andrew Luck at least had like mild success. I'll show up with like a Ryan Leaf jersey.
Okay.
People be like, where the fuck did you get that? I'd be like, thrift store.
Just like 15 years from now, you're wearing like a Carson Wentz jersey. Just
he is ass now.
He was supposed to be the guy, but he could never stay healthy. Just
yeah. I'm trying to think of like who would be like that quarterback. I'll wear like a Joey Harrington jersey. An Achilles Smith, like just something terrible.
Yeah, I kind of want a Tim Couch jersey.
I kind of do too now.
Yeah,
you're really. I kind of want a Kelly Holcomb jersey.
I don't even know if they ever like brought those to market.
Honestly, I bet I can find one.
Yeah,
there's always something dancing around the internet.
Yeah, some guy like who lives in Cleveland has one in his garage.
Here's what we do. We'll put it out to the boys. We will search far and wide, and at some point during a recording of one of these episodes, we will wear some sort of shitty old quarterback jersey. It would be hilarious if like this will, and I won't even tell you. I'll just show up. So I'll just show up, and wouldn't it be hilarious if you're just like you're wearing a Tim Couch jersey? I'm just wearing like a Kelly Holcomb, like, dude, same. I backed you up.
I backed you up, bro. When you were hurt for our one playoff game,
that one playoff game that you almost won. Like,
yeah.
Kelly
So the Cleveland Browns. This is their third winning season
since the
in
reincarnation.
More than 20 years since the team was reincarnated in '99.
Yep, and all it took was Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield getting called out for getting his dick sucked in a Cheesecake Factory parking lot.
You're welcome, Cleveland. If it
in
wasn't
a white
for,
Range Rover.
If it wasn't for us doing that hard-hitting journalism, you wouldn't be in the playoffs right now. Mm-hmm. Well, you're not in the playoffs yet, but listen, Baker Mayfield is one Cheesecake Factory dick suck away from missing the playoffs. Keep your head on straight, all right?
Yeah.
Love your wife. Love your team. Clear eyes, clear heart. Full balls, can't lose.
You know what? There has to be something to what. Remember that stand-up special that Dave Chappelle did years ago, For What It's Worth?
Yeah.
And he talked about Kobe Bryant playing for his life after getting caught up in the whole incident with that woman in the hotel and all that, right?
Yep.
Kobe Bryant
In Colorado, yep.
Anyway, and he talked about how like when Kobe Bryant was on trial for, the rape allegations and all that shit, Kobe was playing the best basketball of his career. Okay? Baker getting called out for having this girl suck his dick in a Cheesecake Factory parking lot in his white Range Rover in Cleveland, Ohio.
Can't leave that part out.
On Cleveland radio. All I'm saying is I think that there's something to a man's relationship is on the line. Mm-hmm. He can't let anything slip.
Now to be
in his
fair,
professional life.
He was a little off the first couple weeks of the season.
Well, yeah.
He's been hidden by the fact that he's got a very good run game and a very competent defense, which makes any quarterback look better.
Of
and
course.
then he came out against the first place Tennessee Titans this week and just fucking sauced them. Like
game of his life.
Like ribs, like barbecue sauce on ribs, just soused him.
Yeah.
Like he was so confident in some of his touchdown passes that when he let it go, he was already running to the end zone to celebrate.
Oh yeah, good.
That's how you know. He threw it. He had that Prince moment, like that Dave Chappelle Prince moment where he's just throwing it good.
Yeah.
In your face, Charlie Murphy. Like just tossing it up.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some.
We can't reference Chappelle's show.
I know.
You know.
I forgot about that. Sorry.
But yeah. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
You want some grapes?
Bitch.
He was just saucing.
So good. So good.
The thing about, because he's not a big guy, he's about 6 feet with cleats.
Yeah.
I'd say give him a supple 5'10".
Probably.
When he throws, like he just throws his whole goddamn body into it.
Oh yeah.
But that thing comes out it sounds like one of those old Vortex footballs. Just
I'm sure you hear it.
Whistles through the air.
Yeah.
That thing's got a motor behind it.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's similar to when somebody like hits a baseball and it's flying over your head and you hear it whiz by.
Yeah. It's whew, that thing's a meteorite.
That thing is smoking. Yeah.
So I think Baker is slowly but surely turning the boys back on to him being the best black quarterback in the NFL.
Yes.
Lamar he's actually playing as we speak, so I'll assess the situation, but I think Baker might he's coming back.
Yeah.
It's bringing a tear to my eye.
Baker's the best black quarterback in the league again?
I can't anoint him just yet.
Okay. Well, he needs it. We can't say it after one game.
I know. There's still, I mean, I don't know, man. What is Patrick Mahomes? He's half black, half white, right?
Cabelasian.
Okay, so
Same thing Tiger Woods is.
all right, so that
Does he consider himself?
I don't know, man. The way he plays. The thing is, though, is that he's got a crazy strong arm, but he runs like a white guy. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, because he runs kind of like with his torso up too high,
Yeah.
which I find to be really funny. And he sounds
Yeah.
like Kermit the Frog, which I can only assume is just like,
Yeah. Played a game. I was able to read the defense.
yeah, I threw the ball far, and my guys are good at football. So.
That's good football. Andy Reid's making good calls.
Yeah. Cookie Monster over there, Andy Reid. He's making good calls. Could you imagine if you just called him Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
Oh, Cookie Monster over there is making some good calls, and Oscar the Grouch, Tyreek Hill is always making good catches.
You know?
I feel bad. I feel bad for the kid because he's such an amazing athlete, but he just
Guys have been having a great game. You know, Travis Kelce.
all I know.
You doing good, bud.
Yeah, you're doing good, bud. That's how I know there is a higher power, because God looked down at us and said, Patrick Mahomes, physical specimen, like the best arm you've ever seen in a quarterback. Could throw the ball 70 yards on the fly. Athletic, is mobile enough, gets the job done, but just best leader, best person you can ever be in life. We got to do something. Got to make him sound like Kermit the Frog. I'm sorry. I cannot have a perfect person. I can't do it.
Can't do it. Sorry.
What do you think? So God is up in heaven. He's having a conversation. So we're like, hey guys, we got a new one coming out in about.
By the way, there's a lot of sauce on that team.
I'm saying, oh yeah,
There's a lot of sauce on that
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hey guys, 2 weeks from now, the Mahomes family is going to have their son Patrick. What do you think? Well, his father was an athlete, so he's obviously going to have some gifted genes. His mother, a lovely woman. She has attributes that will be obviously help with his physical appearance and
favorable
attributes. He will be an overall very good-looking, very athletic kid. His father, a baseball player, obviously will have a good arm. Patrick will turn to football, so it looks like it seems that Patrick is on the path to be, based on what I'm creating as we speak, the best football player in about 20 plus years. I'm sorry, but I am God Almighty. I can't let him just come to this world and take it over, because that's my job.
I need something.
That's what I do.
I need to set him back a peg.
I need to set him back one peg or two, and then you got Dave, who just died a couple of weeks ago, and it's just like Dave's in the back. Oh God, I have something. Oh Dave, what do you think? Well, I always had a problem with the Muppets. Oh, why is that? My son was an asshole about all the Muppets, and I don't know. But he had this Kermit the Frog doll, and it was one of those like push arm things where you press the arm and it makes the noise, and it's just like Kermit the Frog here, and God's like, that's it.
This is Kermit the Frog, and
That's it.
That's it.
We just implant Kermit the Frog's annoying, stupid, froggy voice inside this physical, athletic specimen, and we create a regular person.
Yeah.
I am God Almighty. I think we just figured it out.
That's it. We got it.
We got it.
We got it.
We got it.
Oh man.
Even God now is like looking down. He's just like, damn it, he's a lot better than I thought he was going to be. He is really good. I mean, the Kermit the Frog voice I thought was going to be a crutch, but God damn it, he's making it a thing. People are making fun of him and just being like, but he's so good at football. It's just like, what do we do? Do we fuck with one of his children?
Just give him a funny voice.
Give him a silly voice. Let's not mess with his children. The man is God's gift to earth at this point. Besides me, God.
Yeah. So yeah, give him a silly voice. Imagine if Jesus had a silly voice, though. Like, there was no football back then.
It's true. Yeah.
And I mean, people followed him. He gave speeches, but maybe people came around to hear the speeches because he had a funny voice.
I just imagine God kind of sounds like Eddie Vedder. It's just like, welcome into the pasture. We will sing from Psalm 312. Oh yeah.
That's what God sounds. But what did Jesus sound like, though?
Scott Stapp from Creed.
Okay. Can you take me higher?
Well, I just heard the news today.
yells. He's singing a Creed song. Then he flips
With
the table.
arms wide open.
With arms wide open. Welcome to this place. Judas betrayed me.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. You're not taking the Lord seriously. Remember I showed that video? The preacher punched the kid in the chest.
You're not taking the Lord seriously.
I told him. He was a smart kid, too. You're not taking the Lord seriously.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Man.
Jeez.
That was fun.
That was fun.
What a microcosm of things we had this evening. We had
dating advice. Hard dating advice.
Hard, honest, truthful dating advice. Mm-hmm. A white quarterback turning his black heels back on and making himself just damn right saucy again.
Yeah. Good for him.
Good for you. You know, Baker.
Good for him.
Listen. For all of us doubters out there that was sitting back just being like, he's just another Joe Schmo, 6 foot tall white guy in America. You're wrong.
Cleaning up on dating apps.
Going to Cheesecake Factory parking lots behind his wife's back, getting some sloppy toppy and a slice of Oreo cheesecake for the road.
For the road. Yep.
Bring home to the wife. Hey, why are you at Cheesecake Factory? Oh, I had a craving.
Claiming for a knob slobber, huh?
Yeah. Wow, Baker, this cheesecake is good. You never go to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, I just had a craving. You guys want to watch Schitt's Creek?
Oh, man.
Old off-putting Baker.
Yep.
Listen, I'm putting a lot of stake in Baker Mayfield. All right, I think his stock is growing, and I want it to continue to grow.
Okay.
I want the Cleveland Browns to be good at football.
Okay.
Because as a desperate, just downright sad Detroit Lions fan, I want hope.
Okay.
I need hope. The Buffalo Bills are good at football again.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns are starting to get good at football again.
Yes.
I need the Detroit Lions to be, I'll even take competent at football again. I just want to be able to turn on my TV on Sunday and not want to kill myself.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Listen, I'm an Eagles fan.
So you're getting close to killing yourself.
Exactly. Things are not good this season.
No. They're bad.
Things are bad this season.
They named Jalen Hurts the starter today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So that's not good.
I mean, shit.
I mean, anything's bad.
Here's what I don't understand is why have we been riding with Carson Wentz for so
paid
damn long? Why did they pay him?
It's an administration issue. So are you going to look at your boss and basically say you're wrong? Because that's essentially what Carson Wentz was an investment.
Yeah.
And I think it's a systematic failure by the Eagles to not make him look better. I think they put him in a bad situation, and he just doesn't have the tools to get out of a bad situation. Mm-hmm. Where Jalen Hurts at least is more athletic. So when 3 to 4 250+ pound men are barreling down on him, he won't get murdered like Carson Wentz has been getting.
He can scramble out.
Yeah, he can move around.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz doesn't have that.
No, he doesn't.
That's why
he has bad knees and hips and shoulders and heads and shoulders and knees and toes.
Yeah,
he's just
the man is
He's battle weary. He's battle weary. I can't even say victory defeated him because he didn't win the Super Bowl.
Listen, Texas talent, Baylor knees. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Great evening of just dating advice. Quarterbacks coming back into our lives.
Yes.
Hopefully
blessed.
Listen, man, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan again.
I see.
I love. I'm a lovable loser kind of guy.
Okay.
I always like the teams that's just like, listen, like I want to hate them, but they suck so much, and it's like, what's the point, man? Like, why do we hate them? They suck, and it's like now the Browns are good, and people are like, I think I kind of like these guys.
Yeah,
they got a swag about them.
They're fun to watch.
They on Sunday, man, they were a lot of fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. Yeah,
they got talent. They got guys. Yeah. And Odell Beckham's hurt. He's not even playing.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was on there. Imagine if he was there and they were winning. It's like, damn.
47 one-handed catches.
I know. My penis can only get so erect.
Do you think he can catch the ball with 2 hands anymore?
I mean, yeah. Most of the time he can, but
I think he's mostly
just
puts it out there.
I wish I had hands that big. Or,
I
or,
think the
or I could
man's hands are
or
the
I could
size of
just
this
palm
table.
We're up a full size NFL football, which is a big piece of equipment.
I mean, I couldn't palm it out of the air. It's a big fucking ball.
It's a big ball.
Big balls. But I mean, the man's hands are the size of this table. Easily.
Big hands.
Big fucking hands.
You know who's got humongous hands is DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Do you ever pulled up a picture of just
Let me go with this.
pull up a picture. Just type in DeAndre Hopkins hands.
Okay.
Disgusting how big they are. Like stupid. I think they make I think he has like double XL glove size. He has to get custom made. They're stupid.
Jesus, that man has hands.
They're like, he has like those. He's got like, I just imagine.
Measures at 10 inches.
Jesus Christ, that's a frisbee. He's got a frisbee hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, disgusting.
Only 2 receivers have measured with larger hands in the NFL combine since 2013. Kelvin Benjamin and Henry Ruggs III.
Really? Henry Ruggs had bigger hands?
He had bigger hands, yeah.
Not even that big of a guy.
Actually, have you seen the Greek Freak's hands?
Oh, Giannis has got. Did I ever show you the picture of him holding a glass of Kool-Aid?
I've never seen that.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
I've seen a picture of him like holding a basketball.
Yo, him holding a glass of Kool-Aid looks like a Kool-Aid jammer. Like it is.
Jesus.
It is. I gotta see if I can find the picture.
Okay.
We'll sign off, but like I'll send you the picture beforehand. And boys, do yourself a favor. Just type in Giannis Antetokounmpo Kool-Aid. If you can spell Antetokounmpo, I would just do Greek Freak Kool-Aid. That would probably be a little bit of a easier search. But boys, thank you for checking in this evening with the Wine Boys podcast. We'll be back next week with more podcasts and wine and boys. We love you. Goodbye.
I love you. Please call me back.